Groupie on the beat.
So happy to have you here. For a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Tries the 9-footer. Curry, no good. Indiana on offense. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. And no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed, is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball handling, his passing, it's what makes him an all-time great. It's always a pleasure to watch Steph Curry, and we get another chance to tonight. Guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Yep, that one's good.
And as a rebounder, Klingit is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
Here's Curry. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And Wagner gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The three from Curry. Thompson's shot is off.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And then Morant with the dunk.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Bridges. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Here's Morant. The rebound by Bridges. Here's Rizachet. Pass to Curry. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Rizachet, no good. Indiana leading by 6. Here's Morant. Driving inside.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Curry looking it over. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Kessler, a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Thompson for 3.
And just refusing to give up second chance points. Excellent defensive rebounding.
Not 1 second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Here's Morant. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
And Thompson gets it to go.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
From deep, Morant. Morant missing again.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Pass to Kessler. And here's Bridges. Here's Curry. And Klingon pulls it down.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that. And they're actually earning it well right now. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Outside Curry. Pass to Rizachet. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And there's the ability to finish for Rizachet. Nobody scares him at the rim.
Lets it fly. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 8 points. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 8. Pass to Thompson. It's rebounded by Hendricks.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Now here's Morant. Back to Kuminga. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
Thompson outside. Pass to Kessler. Outside Curry. He gets it up. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Indiana Pacers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Dillingham was the 6th man during his lone college season, Graham, and he proved to be instant offense.
Oh, he's got elite speed. He's great at creating space, and he's incredibly shifty. You know, he reminds me of Lou Williams in terms of physique and ability.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Indiana shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Wagner for 3. High post, Valanciunas. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Pacers leading by 5. Here's Boston. Pass to Dillingham. The 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. To the inside. Shot's good by Matherin. Matherin's got his first 2 points.
Great body control allows Matherin to finish through contact.
Knocks it down from distance.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Three-pointer Matherin. Rebounded by Jovic. Indiana leading. Here's Jackson Davis. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now Herder. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Jovic. Pacers leading by 11. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. It's tipped. Pass to Herder for the finish.
And that's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
Jackson Davis in the high post. Matherin with a steal. Fast break, New York. Moving it up. And here's Herder. Wagner for 3. Jackson Davis grabs a miss.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Knicks trail by 9. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. There's Herder with the 3. Hits the trifecta. Herder's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense. That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his 3rd before the half.
Substitution on the court.
Left side, Morant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Kessler.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
Good on the second one.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Bridges. Curry with it. No points so far. Just 4 to shoot. Deflected.
Okay, young fella. Look, I'll tell you this. Do not test Donovan Clingan. They just learned that the hard way. And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Here's Curry. Can't cash in the 10-footer.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
And Wagner gets it to go.
Textbook play inside. Wagner doing everything right in that case.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Knicks. 11-point game. Oh, the float game from Curry. And here's Indiana now. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Here's Morant. Takes it inside. And he gets the bucket. Morant's got 11 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Tried by Curry. It's deflected. Takes the 3. Thompson pulls it in. They lead by 11. Largest margin of the game. 35 seconds left in the first half of this game. And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. Indiana leading by 11. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morant. Pass to Hendricks. Now Wagner. This one for 3. The Pacers again can't hit. And New York has possession. Now here's Kessler. And here is Thompson, hounded by Morant. 3 seconds left. Here's Kessler. And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Pacers up by 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Outside Morant. Pass to Kuminga. From downtown. On target from range. Kuminga's got 5.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that and gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
And he gets it back. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wagner's got 4 points this quarter.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
To the paint. It's stolen by Kuminga. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Wagner outside. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Pass to Klingon. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And here's Kuminga for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. It's off to Philadelphia after this game, where they'll face the 76ers. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit. Curry. And it's good. 2 points. Curry's gotten his third basket of the night.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And then Morant with the jam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Pass to Kessler. Thompson in the post. Off target at the rim.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And here are the Pacers now. They're on a 14-4 run. Pass to Kuminga. Thompson with a steal. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
First personal foul.
And out on the wing, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Oh, Kessler with the block. And he lobs it up top. Out to Thompson. Pass to Rizachet. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Count that bucket.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Morant looking for an opening. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Knicks trail by 16. A minute 39 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Rizachet. Right side Matherin. Here's Pippen. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Indiana leading by 16. Here's Dillingham. And he gets that one. Dillingham's gotten his second bucket on the night. Now here's Matherin. Kicks it out to Wagner. From deep, sinks the tray.
Good to see Wagner knock down the three.
Pass to Jovic. Here's Dillingham, defended by Wagner. Inside. Here's Jovic. Puts the move on. And he takes it up and lays it in. Jovic has gotten his first points in this one.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Here's Pippen. He's scoreless. Pass to Matherin. He's all alone. And he capped off the break with a monster slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
He got it up. And so it's Indiana up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And their defense has stood out. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Knicks trail by 19. Thompson outside. Drives to the hoop. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Here's Jovic. Banked it in off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 19.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Here's Curry. And the layup is good.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Here's Jovic. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And stolen by Clark. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. Count that one. Jovic has got 6 in the quarter. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Just 3 to shoot. Rizachet, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been
Yeah. You better listen to the little dumb boys. You know what's going on. It's our year. Matter of fact, it's our world. It's over.
I ain't even gonna count down for you. The butcher coming. I'ma surprise you. I've been on so long, people starting to hate it, they feel scorned. I see the looks on all their faces and I'm torn. It's like, I ain't wanna do this, but if it gotta be it, I guess I'ma beat it. You been warned. I'm in this like I'm Sean. They play it, look at the gang and then we yawn. Why would he make that lame choice? Man, these couldn't score if they had game point and
I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Pass to Bridges. Oh, we've got quite the matchup in store tonight, Doris. Two conference rivals set to clash once again.
And BA, there's typically a little bit of chippiness because it is clear these two teams don't like each other, and you and I are here for all of it.
And so Kuminga will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said Ja Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Oh, Kessler with the block. Counted from distance.
Yeah, we're seeing Morant get more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
And stolen by Morant. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter. You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Tipped away. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Curry. Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Here's Wagner. Pass to Klingon. Over Kessler. The Pacers again can't hit. And here's New York now. Still without a basket in the game. And they get it back. Here's Curry. And there's a 3-second violation. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Morant. And the layup is good off the glass. Morant's got 6.
Fearless play by Morant. Goes up against tough coverage and still manages the inside shot.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Doris, you look at the youth on this Pacers roster. Plenty of upside moving forward.
Oh, B.A., there is no doubt one of the strengths of this team is the chemistry of the young pieces you just referenced. And remember, this group plays a unique style, the fastest pace in the league, one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. A ton of fun to watch this Pacers roster play together.
Up top, Curry. giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. To the left wing. Clock at 6. Pass to Thompson. Here's Kessler. Now Thompson. Bridges outside. Another shot. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Wagner. Behind the back and lays it in.
That's a big-time finish by Franz Wagner. Might be young, but he is undeterred.
Bridges down low. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Morant with the slam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Got a hand on it. Here's Hendricks. No points so far. Wagner outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:49 left to play in the first.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's Risacher. Morant grabs a miss. Indiana on offense. They're on a 14-4 run. Count that bucket. Wagner's got his second bucket on the night.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
And here's Morant outside. Drains the triple. Morant's got 13.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Risacher. Still no points. Bridges misses.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Pass to Wagner. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And here's Curry. With the drive. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
We spend so much time thinking about Stephen Curry's shooting ability and probably don't talk enough about how elite his handle is.
With 2 seconds left. And Wagner with the layup. He's got 6. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's the Pacers. They lead by 30. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Pacers here, they've really been putting on a show.
It's simple.
Oh!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Pass to Herter. From the arc. And Wagner hits from deep.
Well, Mo Wagner, a legit threat from deep. This guy's so good at pulling the trigger when you give him an opportunity.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Pippen. Deflected. And they'll keep possession. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, I think this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on, his ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
Pure from three-point range.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Here's Herter. Gets to the corner and hits it.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Dillingham. His stats right now, averaging 9 points a game. Throws it down, and the official. Calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Jonas Valanciunas. Indiana shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Dillingham was the 6th man during his lone college season, Grant, and he proved to be instant offense.
Oh, he's got elite speed. He's great at creating space, and he's incredibly shifty. You know, he reminds me of Lou Williams in terms of physique and ability.
They swipe it. Now Herter. Pass to Valanciunas. Puts up a 3. On target from range. Valanciunas has got 5.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
28-18. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Outside Herter. 5 on the clock. Wagner with a screen. Fires it from 18. Herter can't hit.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And the basket by Clark.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Herter. Over Clark. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Jovic. So far, he's averaging 11 points a game.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Mathurin with the ball. Jackson Davis picks him up. Here's Pippen. Pass to Herter. Clark grabs the board.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Pippen, first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Boston. Yet to see a basket.
Yeah, look at Mathurin asserting himself on defense, using his quickness to stay on top of his man.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Left side, Herter. Pass to Wagner. Back to Herter. Shot clock at 6. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that. Wow! I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
20.
Here's Hendricks. Connects from downtown. Hendricks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Taking us through night, ladies. Back is your next sitting answer.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. And it's Wagner off the drive. Here's Klingon. It's deflected. Outside Curry. Over to the left wing. There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Out to Bridges. Oh, wow!
Incredible!
And he double clutches and throws it down.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
Outside Morant to the paint. Here's Klingon. Kicks it out to Wagner. Aggressive take from Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And no one whips off the screen like Morant. Just so difficult to stay with him.
Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson. So we conclude the first half. Indiana ahead. They lead by 13. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Pacers leading by 13. One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, BA, how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
High post Kessler. To the middle. Clock at 6. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Riza no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Morant looking around. Buries it down low. Morant's got 21 points in the game.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
To the wing on the left. Here's Riza. No made baskets yet. Back to Kessler. And stolen by Morant. And he lays it in on the break. And the Pacers lead by 19.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, Stephen Curry has always been able to draw contact, but now he's so physically strong that he's able to absorb it better.
And so Curry nails both of them. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Outside Curry, shoots over Kuminga, hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Curry's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, certain guys are so lethal in the mid-range, you almost want them to take it. Stephen Curry, one of those guys.
Kuminga's shot is off.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor.
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. To the inside. Oh my goodness! Cocked it back and fired it home!
Well, Stephen Curry knows it's his responsibility to create for his teammates, and he does so there on point.
Stolen by Kessler. And now the Knicks on the break. And it's Bridges with the jam.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Here's Moran. The shot that time not on target. Thompson with some nice D. And there's the drive. And rejected. They get it back. Pacers leading by 14. Here's Kuminga. Pass to Wagner. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Ooh, that's on the defense there. Ideal positioning for Franz Wagner to throw it down.
And he's going for the lob. Indiana on offense. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Moran. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Stephen Curry.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And Morant drops them both. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Boy, how fast is Stephen Curry's release on the catch. Wow.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And a deep three from Curry. And he gets the bucket. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Dillingham. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Kuminga. They set the screen. And he banks in the layup. Kuminga's got his second bucket of the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Screen by Bridges. Just 4 to shoot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. A bit of a tweener, but Miles Bridges finds ways to show up in the box score board.
Well, you know he's looking to score, Brian, first and foremost. Easy to set up as he can attack from virtually anywhere. No matter what, you know that Bridges is going to get you some buckets.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Knicks trail by 15. To the left side wing. Back to Matherin. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's an 8-footer. Rebounded by Jovic. Indiana on offense. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Now here's Matherin. Right at the free throw line. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Pacers leading by 17.
58.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's...
Down in your block, back on 12 o'clock. And they be throwing deuces on the same they watch. And I'm the king of my city, cause I'm still calling them shots. And these lanes talking that the same that fly. I'm the same from first street with them braids that lie. The same that came up and I had to wait for my spot. And he hating on me. waiting on me. Still on that hood, my Rolls Royce on E, they gon' remember me. I say remember me. So much money, your friends turn to your enemies. And when this beef, I turn my enemies. With them, they go for 40, ain't no tenant. Hold up, broke, turn rich. Love the game like Mitch. And if I leave, you think done pretty. It was something about that rollie when it first touched my wrist. Had me feeling like that boy when he first touched that. I'm gone. Woo!
Badder done. Anyway we see them, we a bang pan another one. Boss up. Any boy this ballot on them in a. Bad man, you know where vibes can done. Vibes can done with a sound boy for fun. Big bad man from outer England. Bassline drop a tell you.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Last time these two teams met, it was The New York Knicks picking up the loss in that outing against the Pacers. They'll be trying to turn things around and climb out of a hole down 2-0 in this season series.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Bridges outside. Now Thompson. Pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially late on drives to the rim.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Ja Morant. Inside, Bridges. Got a piece of it. Wagner wide open. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, here's Bridges. Following the missed shot by Franz Wagner. Kessler, no good.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Curry looking it over. The offensive rebound. Pass to Rizashea. Tries the spin move. For the three. And Klingon pulls it down. And here's Indiana. Here's Kuminga. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Smart choice there by Klingon. The rookie moves the ball instead of forcing it himself.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
First personal foul.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
Here's Curry driving in to the inside. Pass to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Stephen Curry gets the three.
The threes keep coming in the illustrious career of one Mr. Stephen Curry.
There's Wagner with the three. Nailed from three-point land. Wagner's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Hendricks can't get it to go.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Bridges. Rizashea with it. Goes back up. And Klingon pulls it down.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Count that one.
And how about the awareness by Clingan, a big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
Now here's Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
It's Curry outside, and Thompson gets it to go.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Morant scanning the floor. To the middle. Here's Clingan.
I tell you, not only does Clingan set sturdy screens, he knows how to make himself available for the pass.
Outside Curry. Pass to Bridges. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Woo, the superb athleticism of Miles Bridges just creates so many challenges for the defense, particularly when he gets inside.
And New York making a change here. And he's good on the second. Here's Morant. He has 6. Going inside. And Morant throws it down.
Man, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Here's Curry with the 3. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Indiana Pacers. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor, a lot of the damage coming in transition.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. The Pacers making a switch here. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials. Even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
High post, Pippen. Outside, Mathurin. Shot clock at 6. Screened by Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Tremendous read right there by Benedict Mathurin. As he gains experience, that court vision really coming along nicely.
Out to the right wing. Here's Boston. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Jumps up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
The size and quickness of Mathurin is a deadly combination.
Here's the screen. Out left of the wing. Pass to Boston. Over Valanciunas. Here's Jackson Davis. Here's Boston. And it's off from three-point range. Down low. Here's Wagner. And finish off by Wagner.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet too.
And that one's good, Boston.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
There's the drive. And he makes that one. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Outside Pippen. To the paint, Wagner, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
One thing you know about Mo Wagner, he will attack when he's on the interior.
He hits the second from the line. Indiana leading by 5. Now Dillingham hasn't made one yet. Out to the wing. Here's Boston. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Boston's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pacers.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Screened by Valanciunas. Herter. New York, no good that time either.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
For Indiana, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Mathurin. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. Pacers with the rebound. Clark left side. There's 1:38 left in the first half of the game. Jovic, no good. Knicks trailed by 10. Now here's Mathurin, the fast break chance.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
And the slam dunk by Dillingham.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Mathurin with the ball. Wagner outside. And a wide-open look for Valanciunas. They get the rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Team, everyone.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Kessler. Pass to Bridges. In the corner. Herter with it. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guy.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Once again, give it up for your Face Men's Tennis team.
Here's Rizachet. No good on the quick three. Pacers leading by 9. Kuminga, no good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Curry. It's deflected.
What a big-time block from Franz Wagner. Wow, how about the grit on the defensive end?
Hendricks, good. And so it's Indiana enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Now here's Morant. Pass to Wagner. Kessler with the rebound. Knicks trailed 5-12. BB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to...
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Pass to Wagner. Here he goes. And it's sent back by Kessler. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, B.A. Clock at 4. Here's Wagner. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Wagner's got 7 points.
That's a big-time finish by Franz Wagner. Might be young, but he is undeterred.
Curry's shot is off. Pacers leading by 10. Here's Kuminga. Trains the three-pointer. Kuminga's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
Kessler the screen. In the corner, it's Bridges. Back to Curry. Out to Bridges. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Curry. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Wagner outside. That's short off the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Here's Hendricks. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. He's got 6.
Well, it takes some guts to pull up from three-point range on the fast break, but definitely the right move. You drill it, you look good.
And Curry, here we go. Got a hand on it.
And with every swat, Klingon is earning a reputation as a shot blocker.
No good on the 3. Here's Indiana. They're on a 10-2 run here. And Kuminga throws it down.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Got a piece of it. On the wing, Bridges. To the wing on the left. Kessler wide open. He fires. That's good from 17 feet away.
Well, you can see Walker Kessler has some nice range, guys. Gets to that mid-range area and knocks it down.
And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. It's tipped. They recover it. He gets that one. Bridges got his second bucket tonight. And Morant's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They led by as many as 18 points. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Such a disruptive defender, Kessler, one of the best shot blockers this league has to offer.
Back to Curry. Wagner, right side. Count it. Wagner's got 9. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Indiana leading by 13. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Pass to Thompson. Kessler with it. All sorts of time. And Klingon pulls it down.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Wagner outside. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops in the way up off the glass. He's got 11.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Out to Bridges. Fires for 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
I tell you, the ability to act quickly, to get your shot up as soon as you make the catch, that's beautifully done by Bridges.
Here's Wagner. Knicks with the rebound. Thompson inside the line. And so it's Indiana sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Knicks trail by 14. Up top, Pippen. And the shot goes in. Pippen's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for New York. Here's Doughton. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Knicks trailed by 15. Pass to Mathurin. And here's Herter. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Valanciunas. Oh, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, that's worthy of a top 10 highlight reel play. Valanciunas letting everybody in the house know he's got some skill.
Here's Jackson Davis. Nice D from Valanciunas.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Kicks it out to Wagner. And a miss there on the triple. Indiana leading by 13. Here's Boston. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside Mathurin. Pass to Pippen. The 3. The shot. No good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Fires the 3. The Knicks pull it in. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. To the middle. Here's Jackson Davis. Softly drops in the floater. And the Pacers lead by 17.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Back to Mathurin.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. A different look for New York. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He knows every possession is critical now. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Clock at 6. Now Reza Shea. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Reza Shea's got his first points in this one. Morant outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Something that Morant continues to work on. When he's hitting from deep, he is basically unguardable.
Curry with him. Klingon defending. And Kessler throws it down.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
And they pick up 2. Kuminga's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
It's Curry outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Thompson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Franz Wagner.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Morant right side. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Wagner. To the inside. Hendricks. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Boy, Franz Wagner, he is 6'10", folks, but really gifted offensively. Can do a little bit of everything. Nice pass there.
Indiana leading by 18. Here's Kuminga. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Asar Thompson. That one is off. And the second free throw, good. Knicks trail by 19. Morant with the steal. And Kuminga throws it down.
High-level passer. Even for a point guard, Morant shows the imagination.
Outside Curry. Over to the wing. Tries a three. New York, no good that time either. Now the Pacers with it. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pacers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equal to 2 wins.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for John Morant.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
There's 47 seconds left in the game. It's stolen by Kuminga. Morant with it. He's picked up by Ricochet. And Kuminga throws it down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Doubled by Klingon. Here's Kessler. And that one drops.
Kessler always looking to score down low. A nice finish inside.
And here's Morant. And he drives in. And he goes big with the dunk right over Asard Thompson.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at it.